Hello everyone, my name is Stewie and I'm here to talk about one of the many games you should never forget, S.T.A.L.K.E.R Shadow of Chernobyl. It has quite a special place in my heart and it's probably the perfect game to start off the series with. S.T.A.L.K.E.R Shadow of Chernobyl is a post-apocalyptic survival FPS RPG game released in 2007 by the Ukrainian developer GSC Game World, and more or less based off the novel Roadside Picnic by Arkady and Boris Strugatsky.
Душевно. Классно, правда.
Something S.T.A.L.K.E.R is pretty much famous for is its incredible atmosphere. You can tell that the developers put a lot of effort into making the game have this specific, undefinable feeling when you play it. Even to this day, after beating the game a countless number of times, I still find it horrifying to be hunted by some of the stronger mutants. And there are certain areas of the game where I actually find it hard to go to because of my past experiences with it. Needless to say, not a lot of games can do that to me. Despite there being no shortage of terrifying things, the game can feel unbearably tense while fighting the sometimes massive groups of enemies that litter the zone. It doesn't help that vanilla enemies are basically bullet sponges and take quite a few hits before they go down. You can easily go through hundreds of rounds just fighting through a few enemies. It's really rare to feel at all safe in the zone. Everything in this fucked up radiated world wants to kill you and or loot you. Dogs will be traveling in packs and swarm around you. Bandits will attempt to kill you and take your precious gear at any moment they can. And some people don't even care about your stuff, they just hate you. Fucking assholes. Something that most games lack is emergent gameplay. But S.T.A.L.K.E.R is far from most games. It introduces quite a few unscripted events and conflicts using the A-Life system that handles wildlife and movement of factions, but its sequels, Clear Sky and Call of Pripyat, improve this to be so much more, and ultimately are better when it comes to emergent AI. It's also slightly disappointing when it comes to the arcadey gameplay, but there are tons of mods that fix that, but oh, we'll get to mods later. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is notoriously unforgiving. You will die and you will get frustrated, but this is the great reason the game is so adored. The game may beat you and throw you out like worthless trash, but you always come back for more. There's no hand-holding in this game. There's no squad leader telling you what to do at every minute. I recommend playing the game on the hardest you can. Master difficulty is a rite of passage for any true stalker. There's something that I have missed in a lot of recent larger titles. Something that has improved and prolonged the lifespan of so many games, and we took it for granted. Of course, I'm talking about mods. They have done so much for the gaming community, and most developers don't even consider it when creating their next tactical, modern military shooter. Games like Team Fortress and Counter-Strike were born from moddable games and later became arguably two of the most successful PC games in history. And games like Arma 2 have had their lives prolonged exponentially by the presence of an active modding community. In this regard, S.T.A.L.K.E.R does not disappoint. It has a very active modding community with tons of different mods and tweaks to make the game as different as your heart desires. Some mods even surpass 10 gigabytes in their size, with an ungodly amount of content just waiting to be opened up and explored. This is the reason buying moddable games is a much better investment than anything I can think of. But remember, if this is the first time playing the game, play it vanilla, no mods. While S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a fantastic experience, it's far from perfect. Something most people remember at S.T.A.L.K.E.R is its hilarious amount of bugs. It's just infamous for being a very buggy game. Patches have helped a little, but even today the game is still incredibly buggy. But they kinda add a charm to it. It helps you remember that the game was made by a relatively small team with deadlines and a limited budget. But they still managed to get an awesome title. Their budget shows with the awful but memorable voice acting and translations.
Get out of here, S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
But none of this really detracts from the overall experience. S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a truly unique game belonging to a subgenre so niche, it may as well be alone. This is why I feel the S.T.A.L.K.E.R experience is summed up almost perfectly in this quote from Roadside Picnic. If you liked the video, tell me. There's honestly nothing I love more than awesome feedback on my videos, either good or bad. So if you like it, show the love and share it with others.